and then either that or a Big Mac.
Hey Gophers, I'm Alex Thorson and this is Between Two Gophers. I'm here with Marion Renault. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is our third edition of Between Two Gophers and you are the editor-in-chief of the Minnesota Daily. So tell me a little bit about your background. So like where'd you go to high school?
Sure.
What'd you do?
So I graduated from Mayo High School in Rochester, Minnesota, and then I came to the U. I was originally a psychology student, and I applied to the Daily right when I arrived on campus because I was sort of, you know, it's a big campus, 40,000 students, and I wanted to find something that I could call my own on campus.
Yeah.
So I applied to the Daily, and I actually was not hired when I applied. I only got a call back when I believe someone either left or quit. I honestly don't know the circumstance. So I was a mid-semester hire. It was very much, I applied on a whim, and I got hired very frantically mid-semester, and I've pretty much worked there.
Okay, so you're from France. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so both of my parents, my mom is from Grenoble, which is in the eastern part of France. It's near the Alps. And then my dad is from Montpellier, which is in the south, sort of near the Mediterranean. They met in college, so my sister and I were born in Montpellier in the south. But when I was about a year and a half old, and when she was, I'm guessing 3 or 4, we moved to Poughkeepsie, New York, and then we moved to Dublin, Ireland, actually. But by the time I was 6, we had settled in Rochester. So I lived most of my life in Rochester, and I think of myself as a Minnesotan. But
yeah.
I mean, all my family is there. I speak French at home and stuff.
So
like
you speak French with your parents like all the time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. So say a sentence.
If you give me a sentence, I'll totally do it.
Because I've been taking French for a long time, and I cannot think of anything on the spot. But I'll give you a sentence. Say, my favorite thing to do is eat chicken McNuggets and hang out with Donald Trump.
D'accord. Mon truc préféré de faire, c'est de manger des bouts de poulet de McDo et de passer mon temps avec Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh, see, all I can say is like,
actually, yeah, there's a girl at the Daily, Haley, who always, whenever I speak French, she'll just go, je m'appelle, oui. Yeah, that's like
yeah, when people find out that I can speak like a tiny bit of French when I really think about it, they're like, oh my God, say something, and I'm like, it's not gonna be pretty. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm just like, hamburger, like, yeah. And I'm even in level 3, so it's pretty embarrassing. So tell me a little bit about your job a little bit. Like, what is it like?
So as the editor-in-chief, essentially my job is to be the last editorial eyes on the paper. So we run Monday through Thursday, so Sunday through Wednesday. Essentially what I do is I read through the stories before they go in the paper. And then I'm also a part of planning the next week's paper, planning stories, helping editors and reporters with what angles they'll take on stories. And then there's like business side stuff that's not as interesting, but essentially I'm the leader of the content of the Minnesota Daily.
What is your, let's see, just to get to know you a little better, things that people don't know about you, favorite like fast food, favorite like when you walk into not Starbucks, when you walk into Super America or Target, you grab that one snack, or you're like, let's go to Taco Bell, but not Taco Bell unless it is Taco Bell, where would you go or what would you get?
I used to do this thing in high school before I knew what a calorie was, where I would get two of three things. So Filet-O-Fish at McDonald's. This is a McDonald's related question.
Okay, yeah.
So I would go to McDonald's and I would either get a Filet-O-Fish or I don't know what they call them, chicken strips. They probably have like McChicken something.
Yeah.
And then either that or a Big Mac. So I guess if I was like really feeling gluttonous, I would get the high school Marion McDonald's order of 2 of those 3 things.
So you would get that every time you would go?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go like all the time.
Yeah. No, that's cool that you have your order. Did they know you when you roll up to the window? They're like, all right, you want the Big Mac?
I hope not.
Okay, so if you had a warning label, you know, something's like on your forehead, like warning, what would it be?
I don't know. Probably like warning, like if not caffeinated, can be a real bitch.
Do you drink a lot of coffee at the Daily?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're working till 12.
Yeah, so usually 4 is like my cutoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten to the point where I don't really know if caffeine affects me anymore, but I emotionally don't feel very good if I haven't had coffee. It just hurts. It hurts me.
And I'm kind of wondering, do you have like a a motto that you always say, spoken or unspoken, thing that you think of?
I think something that Daily taught me, and maybe just something that happened over the course of my college career, is that the university is filled with a lot of really incredibly smart people and a lot of really incredibly talented people, and there are so many opportunities for us to get grants and internships and jobs. And the best thing you can do is really be confident that you're the best person for whatever thing you're trying to do. So I tell that to my reporters and to my editors a lot. You know, there might be someone just as smart as you, but you have to convince the whole world that you're the most qualified person and that you're the best person for the job. So I guess really like confidence in yourself, and really, you know, believing in your abilities and what you can do, is something that I've always had to remind myself and to, you know, try to share with other people too.
Cool, yeah, definitely. So when you're 90 years old, what do you hope to be doing?
I would love to be like a very feisty 90-year-old professor who people are telling to retire.
Really?
Yeah. I'd love to die lecturing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want to be lecturing specifically?
Probably journalism.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
course.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we have this part, you know, of the interview. I say this every time. People probably know by now, where we dance it off. So we're going to have to dance it off, even if you don't want to dance it off.
Okay.
Okay. Girls who run this. Any dance move. You can, like, kick it up, bring it back. Everybody, come on in.